So, Young Justice Outsiders is on the horizon, and you need a refresher of Season 1 and Season 2. Not to worry, we here at Key Issues have got you covered. Four sidekicks, Robin, Aqualad, Kid Flash, and Speedy, have aspirations to join the Justice League, and it finally seems like they're going to get their chance. Their respective mentors invite them into the Hall of Justice, but their dreams are shattered after learning they won't be joining the League. Speedy is outraged, and before quitting as Green Arrow's sidekick, he tells the other sidekicks that the Hall isn't even the real Justice League headquarters. Robin suggests that Aqualad, Kid Flash, and he investigate the strange events from earlier in the day and solve the Justice League's issue before they have a chance to. The three sidekicks infiltrate Cadmus, the facility/project founded by Lex Luthor in order to find means to stop Superman. Within Cadmus, the three discover genomorphs and a clone of Superman known as Superboy. They free Superboy and escape, and shortly after, the League arrives on the scene and the four boys demand to be recognized as a team. Thus, Young Justice is born under the watchful eye of the Justice League. Not long after this, Martian Manhunter's niece, M'gann, joins the team as well. The League gives Young Justice their own headquarters located in Mount Justice, and the team is overseen by Red Tornado, who ultimately gives the team a lot of freedom. After Speedy declines to join the team, Robin, Kid Flash, and Aqualad begin to fear that Young Justice is all a big joke. During their first mission, the team struggles as no clear leader has been established, but Aqualad takes charge and eventually leads the team to victory against Bane, Sportsmaster, and Cobra. Sportsmaster then meets with the Light. The Light is a group of supervillains who have come together to destroy the Justice League, who they believe is the real danger to the world, claiming that the League is inhibiting the growth of mankind by protecting them from disaster, crime, and tragedy, which they believe is needed for humanity to evolve. And not long after this, Green Arrow's niece Artemis joins the team as well. During Artemis's first mission with the team, she allows Cheshire, a villain, who also happens to be her sister, escape. So Speedy, now calling himself Red Arrow, who has been working for the Justice League on the side while also protecting Young Justice from the shadows, confronts her and reveals that he knows she isn't actually Green Arrow's niece, but decides to keep her secret for now. And it is soon revealed that the Light has planted a mole within the Young Justice team. Following this mission, the Light make their first big move when they kidnap Kent Nelson, who was once the mystic hero known as Dr. Fate. Red Tornado dispatches Young Justice to investigate, and they're able to locate Nelson, but he is killed by Klarion the Witch Boy, who is a founding member of the Light. After Nelson's death, Kid Flash dons the helmet of Dr. Fate and is able to make Klarion retreat. However, Nabu, the spirit that resides within the helmet, feels that he is needed to protect the Earth and wants to remain in control of Wally West, but the spirit of Kent Nelson convinces Nabu to let Wally go, and the helmet is returned to Mount Justice. During their next mission, the team discovers the Sphere in Bialia, which returns with them to their base. After this, the Light begin to make some power moves. Lex Luthor mediates a peace treaty between North and South Ralasia. They appoint Hugo Strange as the head of Belle Reve Penitentiary, and they're also able to reprogram Red Tornado to become an enemy of the Justice League. Young Justice is able to narrowly defeat Red Tornado, but he escapes. Aqualad relays to Batman that Red Tornado was likely the mole that had infiltrated the team, but Superboy, who was eavesdropping on their conversation, confronts Aqualad in front of the team, which causes a rift between them. Eventually, we are introduced to Zatanna, daughter of Justice League member Zatara, and she joins the team to foil a plot by Klarion. During this time, Zatanna is forced to don the helmet of fate to defeat Klarion, but this time Nabu is not willing to release the wearer of the helmet, so Zatanna's father gives up his life and becomes Dr. Fate to spare his daughter. Later we learn that Clarion's attack was a mere distraction so that the Light could recover a piece of Starro the Conqueror, an alien starfish with the power of mind control. The Light's plan is to synthesize a part of Starro to use as a mind control device in the future. And now the Light really begins to have a stranglehold on the Young Justice team. They learn that Miss Martian is not the niece of Martian Manhunter, but actually a white Martian, and they use this information to blackmail her. The Light also reveals to Superboy that he isn't 100% Superman, but rather a hybrid clone of Superman and Lex Luthor's DNA, and while in Cadmus, Lex had implanted code words within Superboy to control him. Finally, Red Arrow discovers that Artemis's father is Sportsmaster, and keep in mind her sister is Cheshire, and these are both members working for the Light. The Light plan to use these three to destroy the team from inside, but Superboy, Miss Martian, and Artemis all remain loyal to the team and capture Sportsmaster. After this, the Light is finally able to create their mind control devices from the piece of Starro, but luckily for the Justice League, they are able to recover one of these devices. While investigating the biotech, Red Arrow slips a chip on the back of Batman's neck. This chip was a piece of the same biotech that Batman was investigating, and it mentally enslaves the Caped Crusader. Back in the main hall, the rest of the Justice League have suffered the same fate. Under the control of the Light, Batman opens a portal to allow the head of the Light, Vandal Savage, into the Watchtower. Red Arrow then snaps from his obedient trance and learns that he himself was the mole that he had been investigating this entire time. Meanwhile, Young Justice returns from their latest mission, but they still don't know who the mole is. Batman, under the control of the Light, reveals to them that Red Arrow was the mole. The Red Arrow that they knew for the past 3 years was just another Project Cadmus clone, and the original Red Arrow was replaced right before the series began. This clone was programmed with a fervent desire to join the Justice League, which explains his intense anger after not being admitted in the first episode. Unaware that he was a clone and a traitor, his secondary programming kicked in upon his admission into the Justice League. Eventually, Young Justice is able to figure out that the League was under some sort of mind control, and they're able to concoct a cure that frees the League from the Light's control. However, the League is unable to account for 16 hours that Batman, Wonder Woman, Superman, Hawkwoman, Green Lantern, and Martian Manhunter were under the Light's spell. And that's how Season 1 ends. So that is the recap of Young Justice Season 1. Be on the lookout for our recap of Young Justice Season 2, closer to when Young Justice Outsider is released. But anyway, if you like this video, remember to like and subscribe. It really does help us out. Also, be sure to follow us on Twitter at KeyIssuesCast. And remember the motto, it's comics over everything, and I'll see you guys next time.